I'm real into it.
Chelsea?
Yes.
I have options of either a much larger white feather, or if you want to maintain verisimilitude, I have like the proper quill with nib. Do you have an opinion? This does kind of get lost in the thing, though.
Yeah, though I love the size of the white one, but I think you'd have to like hold it up to the side so we can see it because it
Hold on a
blends
second.
into your jacket.
I've got options. What about a large black feather?
Oh,
It's
nice.
straggly.
There you go. I love that you have so many options. Maybe you just keep swapping. Like maybe for each segment of the montage, there's a different pen.
I can try.
I could be like writing out Yahweh, and every time you write a letter, you have to go take a bath and then return and begin with a new pen.
I'm not taking a bath. Not as Rat Skull. I've actually showered more recently than I normally do. I try to grime it up a little.
I think, have we never talked about it? I mean, Red Skull canonically is
Slimy?
relatively hygienic. Like he's slimy, but he goes into the shower. He's not unhygienic.
He's slimy,
Yeah,
but not grimy.
It takes like 2 days for me to get any decent slime.
Okay.
Whereas I showered yesterday.
Wait, so you're telling me Rascal's hygienic, but Rory Rook smells? Like
Just
that's
last
But
episode.
we arrived at a way that everyone was happy, where Rory Rook is so hygienic that any level of smelling was unacceptable to her.
Know exactly what you need to do for Rat Skull. Okay, you go to the dollar store. You're going to go to the beauty section. You're going to look for something that says LA Looks. Grab the biggest bottle you can find, mix it with water, and run it through your hair. Perfect. All the girls know what I'm talking about.
Can I tell you guys some good gossip?
Yes,
No,
yes.
Our
evil
lives.
gossip only.
So, two things. One, no, never mind. Not to the first one.
No. I want to know that one now.
No,
That's what I want to know.
I just had a bad interview today that was like reminded me. I'm not going to say with who, but I was like, wow, I don't like New Yorkers, and I forgot I don't like people from New York, but I don't like New Yorkers. And I'm like, that has to do with partially where half my family is from, and I'm like, the culture. But anyway, the second thing is I was dating this guy for like 6 months, and I thought like things were really, really good. And my favorite thing is like, and we had a breakup like a month and a half ago, and it was like the healthiest breakup I've ever been in. Like we were texting, he was helping me prep for interviews for law school. I was like, wow, I have finally made it 25 and I can have healthy relationships. He texted me today. He's talking about this girl that he's dating now. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But in this conversation, he's talking about how he's lying to her actively. And I was like, that's really bad. You shouldn't do that. And then also in the course of doing this, he admits he's been cheating on me since Thanksgiving, because I asked him, when did you start seeing this girl? And he goes, Thanksgiving. And I go, weren't we still dating in Thanksgiving? And then he just blocked me.
Oh.
He just never replied again. And
How are you supposed to reply? What are you supposed to go? I gotta go by.
I really thought I had hit the healthiest relationship of my adult life. And I'm
so sorry.
No, it's hilarious to me. Because he also earlier in the conversation is basically like, yeah, I thought I had broken up with this girl, but like whatever. This is before he cheated on accident. And I go, well, what did you tell her? And he goes, oh, I said we were on like a break. And I was like, this feels very like Friends. I don't think that's breaking up with someone. And then I said, if you need advice in the future on how to break up with people, you can look at the past 2 times I have broken up with you for some clarity. And he was like, that's very nice and mature, Caitlin. And I was like, I don't really care. And then he admitted he had been cheating on me the entire time. And I'm like, I really don't care.
No, I don't care.
Is this the same guy? No. Is this the one who was really into disc golfing?
No. That's the youth pastor.
That's every guy.
That's
Okay.
true.
Can I say
plus
it?
disc
I'm gonna
golf.
say it.
No, this is the one
I'm
that was
away
in
from
the
youth pastors.
This was the guy who was in the military and is now in law school.
Oh,
Yeah.
Talk about
and
going from
cheated on
extreme
you.
to extreme.
Which is just, I think I've now learned that I don't think all military men do this, but I have dated now 3 people from the Marine Corps and they've all cheated on me. So I am noticing a
It's
unique
a
pattern.
That's
Yeah,
a
that
known
doesn't surprise
huge
me
problem in the
the
military. They actually
slightest.
penalize you a lot if you spawn
It's
outside
criminal.
of wedlock because it's such a problem.
It's a problem with
go away.
military and
No, Marines
what do
in
you call-
particular.
pilots.
Yeah,
But I think
Marines.
it's because they go away though. But
No, that's
all
what
the
it is.
guys, that I dated in the Marine Corps didn't even they weren't deployed. They just did it while we were in the same city.
Yeah,
I'm
no, that,
like, I feel like I'm deployed. I feel.
You got to stay in practice.
I'm emotionally deployed.
I'm emotionally deployed. That's going to show up in a future script. I was emotionally
Look, when you're
deployed.
that macho, it's just not fair to keep all of your seed to one person.
But what was it
you,
in that
you
movie?
have a
It's like
responsibility.
some horses need
spread
to
the
be
love.
free, and some horses need to be caged. And I'm just the kind of horse that needs to be free at this moment in time. And it's like, go away.
It's
Just
amazing.
go away.
It's always unsurprised. I keep thinking this year is gonna be the year I can have a healthy
this year's going to
breakup.
be the year that you find a Marine that won't cheat on you.
In fairness, their motto is Semper Fidelis, not Nunca Fidelis.
True. What is it
Right.
like? It's like country and then family, and it's like
Well, they want family.
Which family, though?
They
Which
just-
family?
We want
Steven,
to take the
it's
nation
Semper
for
Fidelis to the core, not
Oh,
to your
please.
wife and girlfriend or whatever.
my bad. My bad.
wife and girlfriend.
See, this is why I'm not
applying
Marine.
it's like the wall of green or the wall of blue, or it's like brotherhood. Very I have a cousin who's in the Marines, and he just got out of basic training, and he's 19. To me, it's like a baby. And he's talking about. So he's like, yeah, there's some guys in there that are really ooh, hoorah, and very yeah, Marines.
Their
And
whole personality.
And
Yeah.
he's like, I just want to get a job.
That's valid. The woke Marines have so far been the worst ones, though, for me. It's those are the ones that trick you. The Marine Corps, members that don't seem like Marine Corps members, those are the ones that are the worst.
Yeah, because they're still in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
They just know
They
better
have
and
a
choose
fundamental
wrong.
flaw. Yeah.
They're in there. You just gotta find them.
It's Space Queen anti-Marine.
I need some loving. Mama, I need some loving.
She barked at my uterus and my child kicked so hard that I thought I would suffer internal bleeding.
Oh gosh.
I like that you say she barked at your uterus, not at your belly. At you, she was like uterus.
Yeah, she sleeps on it. And ever since before I knew I was pregnant, she began sleeping on it. And then he kicked her one day and she was like, what was that?
Betrayal.
And so now she's like, screw that fetus, and barks at it. Unless she's tired, then she'll snuggle it until it kicks her. Or my cat will sneak on my stomach in the middle of the night and purr on
My
it.
cat did that. My cat, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And my husband says, "Oh, helping incubate it. Like an egg.
Yeah.
Helping incubate it." And it's
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 super
okay.
thoughtful of them.
It is. My cat started kneading one time, and the baby didn't like it. And so he was moving away, but he stretched. It was the first time he stretched his foot. How, I don't know if you felt it, but it's feels like they're trying to get out through your ribs.
Mhm.
Go
But
up.
they can't.
But they
'cause
can't because there's
your
no,
ribs are there.
Yeah, but they're he was pushing, and I was and I'm ow, 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 stop it. And that was the first time, and from then on it was stretch, and I was you're getting bigger, and I'm I still have the same ribs, so that's all
Yeah,
I'm doing.
my ribs haven't expanded yet. I don't think they will. Although I saw on TikTok, Holly Madison, one of Hef's playmates who recently has been like, he actually is like a master gaslighter and abuser.
Yeah.
She's like, fun fact, after you experience pregnancy, your ribs grow about like a half inch to make room for everything. So all of the corsets that were made to fit her at the time, she's like, I will never fit in them because I am a half inch wider in my ribs. My ribs grew. She's very interesting to listen.
I didn't know that. I knew about the
fascinating.
hips, obviously.
And feet.
It sounds like a snake.
Feet grew.
When
I always
snakes
think
eat,
that's-
their like stomachs expand and the rib cage separates. You know,
Yeah, and when
Your
women
rib cage
are
doesn't
basically
separate.
snakes.
it like stretches out.
Your
Women
your,
are snakes.
Your
Women
pelvis,
are
Women
your
are
pelvis.
snakes.
That is what Genesis taught us.
Your pelvic
Or
No,
bone.
like you have to
That-
be careful towards the end of your pregnancy because everything's loose, and so they don't want you to stretch because like the front of your pelvis where it joins together, it like stretches a little bit so that way the baby can fit. It doesn't hurt or anything, but
It's
look really
hurt
horrified.
feeling
I'm
it be loose
sorry.
though. Like
I am
feeling it loose
horrified.
and hurts.
Yeah.
It just feels like I'm getting hit with a 10-pound weight in the vagina region at least twice a day.
I want you guys to know that you are terrifying every childless woman in this chat.
Good.
Every single one.
I like
Not
horror
that bad.
movies too. This just seems metal to me. I'm like, hell
People
yeah.
just, you
vibe.
need to have more real talk about
Lauren,
it. 'cause
you
need
can
to get
tell them
prepared.
about
All the time.
I'll remember
That
this
might
for whenever I
scare them.
become pregnant.
Yeah, Ben, when are you due again?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh,
I got one of those.
Because
I got one of
looked
those
at your stomach
IEDs.
and I really feel like in my
Did you
heart
say you
of
got one
hearts-
of those IVs?
Or IED, because
I
you
said
wouldn't want one of
IED.
those in you.
What's an
not.
An IED is
An
like
IED?
a line, like a line.
Improvised
It's a
explosive
bomb.
device.
Yeah,
I'm like, do you mean IUD? Now I see the
I
joke
do
you're
mean
making.
IUD, but I was making a
For a
little
second,
joke.
I was
But it was
like,
a joke. I'm sorry. I messed up your
Thinking
joke.
a little joke.
I was trying to be funny.
that's because we're so
He's
used
a
to,
Marine.
no offense, we're so used to men getting like really basic things wrong that we're like, really? An IED? No, I don't have one of those. That's really dangerous.
Love like
It's
No.
like, better know the
Cute
fallopian tubes. No, they're there.
I love
I
jokes.
am very naive, but that much I.
You should look at like an anatomy book, but look for one for a woman. You should probably know where things are. I mean, not that you're gonna
As
go
if they make
before.
anatomy books about women. The medical industry has abandoned you.
Are you saying that I don't know where anything is? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying stuff that you wouldn't like necessarily like go to.
To be honest, I don't trust men with more knowledge about women. I want them to know less. I
want that
but
power
because
over them, is that what
the
you're
least
saying?
power that they have, the less knowledge I think the better we are. Because like they're already trying to legislate on women's bodies. I don't need them to know anything
Well,
about
at least the
women's
men that you
bodies
date.
and like figure
All of
You
a
shit
don't want
out.
them knowing.
All of a sudden they're like, wait, you can have a tubal pregnancy? Wait a minute, this is a whole new thing. And we're like,
Wait,
no,
you're-
magic.
What happens in a period?
Like
A sentence ends. That's what.
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Not to change subjects completely, but I just saw something on my Instagram that reminded me. So our students have a really hard time going to class and staying there. So it's like really, it's tough for them. So the choir teacher at our school, and you know how you call it, like whenever the tardy bell rings, they call it sweeps. Like, okay, you got swept, get your pass, do this. The choir teacher brought her broom and was just in the hall. Like, she's like, I'm gonna sweep you. And it brought me so much joy. Like I was bent over laughing because of her dedication to it. And I was like, I'm so happy to see this. But then we had to stop because someone was smoking weed and we were like, dang it, now we have to
Get serious.
find the culprit. I didn't. I went to class. I didn't get swept.
I thought at first you said I did it as if like somebody was smoking weed. It was me.
Are you guys familiar with the country bar called Red River in Houston? So when I was like, I want to say like 14 or 15, I didn't know what that was. And this girl posted on Facebook, Red River tonight. And I commented, that's disgusting.
All out.
That's horrible.
That's hilarious.
She was my friend. She's like, no.
Did Did anyone know what you meant, or were they just like, "Oh yeah"?
She knew what I meant. I mean, I knew that that's not what she was talking about.
Isn't it the worst when isn't it, it's not the worst, but isn't it like blah when two people from different parts of your life miss each other's jokes on Facebook? Like if they call, and it's like, no, everything's fine here.
Yeah.
They like take offense. Take it too literally.
Yeah, I'm like, no, this is a joke.
The problem is that sufficiently advanced satire is indistinguishable from improper behavior.
True
Especially
story.
via text.
Sarcasm and ignorance can be hard to decipher.
Isn't that Poe's law about being indistinguishable?
Lauren had a story.
I was just gonna say, to be fair, the week before I got engaged, my father-in-law pulled my now husband aside and was like, "Are you guys okay? You're very mean to each other." My husband was like, "Yeah, we're fine. That's just how we talk to each other. It's funny." So it's not just a Facebook thing.
Are you talking
like-
about?
No,
Are you
we're
talking about your husband's father?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Lauren, you're looking extra like go rodeo.
Fiona, how would you leave?
Liz, I don't
Wait, 1
believe I've
second.
heard you speak tonight. Could you say something for me?
You have
Or
not
sing.
heard me speak tonight. I always wonder if it's because you trust me so much that you don't do a sound check, or it's because you don't like me.
No, it's because we did a sound check with everybody, but you had not yet arrived.
It's
I
because
was
the rest
here.
of us would shut up.
Did you
I
hear
heard
that?
you
It was
sound
your
check
fault,
everybody.
Liz.
I just didn't have my camera on, Aaron.
That's
Fine though.
It's very embarrassing that this
I'm
happens every
always
single month.
here
I don't
when you do
understand
the
it.
sound check.
I don't
I listen to
understand
your
it.
sound check every
Next time,
month.
just call for her. And if she's not here, if she's been pulling your leg this entire time, you can catch her.
What are you doing, Alex?
Why do you look like the Hamburglar?
He likes me without the mask.
I'm very glad you're here, Liz. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that I have now heard you speak for the evening.
I am glad you're here too, Liz.
Thanks, y'all.
Hamburglar.
And to answer your question, my husband came in to bring me dinner, but then Fiona didn't know if she wanted to go with him or me. So I was up trying to be like, make a choice. Do you want to be with me or him? Like, yeah. But she's laying down under the desk. And she looks like I've just told her that I'm sending her back to the shelter. So I guess she's going to hang out here.
See, I just threw both of my cats out. So you're much nicer than me.
We are about to begin for the evening. So if everyone could prepare by turning off their cameras, we'll be very excited. And we'll see everyone in a few minutes. I'll get your camera, Rebecca. Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another fantastic, I hope, episode of Space Train. We're very glad that you're watching if you are, and we hope that you will watch if you're not currently watching. Our episode tonight is called 7 Crimes for 7 Passengers, and we're thrilled for you to see it. However, if you want to see other things that we here at Pronoia Theater do, such as improvisational comedy, why, you can come on out to Eureka Heights Brew Co. this coming Friday, February 11th at 7:30 p.m. We're going to be doing a really fantastic show called Magical Lying Hour, as well as some other improv comedy. Magical Lying Hour, if you don't know, is it's a very interesting show where actors and improvisers kind of meld their two crafts together, and we take it all over the country. We're going to be at Eureka Heights Brew Co. February 11th at 7:30. All shows by donation. So please come on out and see us and enjoy some great beer from Eureka Heights. If you enjoy Space Train, make sure to catch next month's episode on March 3rd, entitled Next to Nikita. If you enjoy tonight's episode, please consider donating at paypal.me/Pronoia Theater or Venmo at Pronoia. You can buy shirts and scripts and all sorts of other things at our website at pronoiatheater.com/store. It would really help us out. Lets us continue doing this very vital work that we are currently up to. Well, I have very little else to say for the rest of the evening, so I'll just turn it over to our wonderful cast of Space Train 7 Crimes for 7 Passengers.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here. This train is a wonderful place, full of exciting people and terrible scientists. Living in an enclosed tube, hurtling through the horror of space can get claustrophobic, but we keep cool heads here on the space train. Listen, the thing that I was going to say
Boris, if you want to be
You're gonna act like you like my headband, and then
Now I see why we never used the town hall car. What's bothering folks?
I just thought that we could really
listening to us when we've been
don't want to borrow it.
know that
Don't
the
say
problem
that
is
you like it.
Let's go. I should have been more specific. Gabrielle, as the person with the angriest eyes, you go first.
Don't hold back, Gabrielle.
Ew. Sheriff Aldani is unfairly targeting me.
And unfairly not targeting me.
Wait your turn, Professor. Your eyes aren't nearly angry enough.
The one day I wake up with a glint in my eye.
So you're angry at Sheriff Aldani?
They all are. It's practically intimate.
Really?
Yeah, she keeps sticking her nose where it doesn't belong.
And acting all concerned, but we know she's tittling inside.
And she's really hurtful sometimes.
And spreads rumors.
Not usually, but today.
Sounds pretty cut and dry, Boris. Time to cut Aldani and hate her off to dry like a flag.
No one's treating anybody like a flag. Apart from a few riots, letting Tommy run amok with power, and implicit bias in the pecan sandy contest, Aldani is the very model of a modern proper sheriff.
But what if, and I hate to say this because I'm her best friend, she wasn't?
Rory, you haven't said much. Are you here to complain about Aldani too?
Yes, Rory, you want to throw another critique log on a criticism pyre?
I wanted to do this private, but her judgment is concerning lately.
See? We have to kill Aldani. I kid. These days I only advocate mass impersonal murder.
And we appreciate it, Professor, but... Geez. I'm gonna need to know more.
What more is there that you need to know?
I don't know. More! Gabrielle, what's got you frustrated?
Well, everything. But specifically, I'm minding my own business, browsing Antonia's flower shop. Oh, good morning, Antonia. Anything new in the world of plants?
Only every day. A new stock study was published.
Yeah, that's great or terrible. Hey, you still haven't opted into Tracy's targeted ads, have you?
Oh, no. I just don't think it's fair to get targeted ads. Shouldn't every ad have an equal chance to make me feel incomplete?
Perfect. I'm going to go to the Jungle Vine section of the store.
Oh, I think the sheriff's back there.
Aldani wasted no time.
I need you to do something I can punish you for.
Why?
It's a law thing. You must be planning something.
Were you planning something?
I am in business. I am always exploring new ventures. This is profiling or police abuse or something.
Incriminate yourself by the end of the day, please.
She did say please.
Well, I have half a mind to law abide just to show her. My wide variety of avocational interests took me to the telemetry office, but, hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, why does nobody do their jobs in this place?
Hold on. Shouldn't you have been at the stables?
The horses had a half day. My contact, my hobby buddy, wasn't there, and I can't prove that Aldani held me at Antonia's to keep me from my possibly legitimate extracurriculars, but you can't disprove it either.
She's right. The sheriff elides logical proof.
So I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do my hobby, and I talked with my associate Henri, and I did it at the stables, because I'm a great worker.
Were you really at the stables?
Of course. I mean, where else would I be?
Mind if I get a scissor boss?
Nah, whatever, Henri. Just help me think through a contingency plan.
Well, this plan's a slippery alligator. I can't grab a hold of which crime we're doing.
Well, it's not even a crime. It's just like speculation and price gouging with a side of insider trading.
Oh, that's just rude.
Walk away then.
I did just order another Cesaret.
That's what I thought. So, word is Bugbear is about to explode several thousand years ago and create a stunning nebula that we can profit from. So, we're going to block off cars with the best views for a horse conference, and then charge rich schmucks out the nose to watch it happen.
I don't know if I'm ready for this level of no crime.
Exactly. It's just actual business. Yeah. The problem is that I didn't get the telemetry data, so I can't book the places, I can't sell the tickets, I can't cut a few backroom deals while it's happening.
So, another round of IPAs and give up?
That attitude is why you'll never own a clean shirt. Oh, crazy idea! Let's go big.
He is prickled.
Let's book every room. Print every ticket, plan every party for all possible rooms, and then when the data is released later today, we're okay.
Won't that eat into profits?
You gotta spend money to steal money. Okay, you get tickets printed, put your art degree to use.
The value was in the getting of the degree, the person it made me.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Meet me at the malt shop at noon. So after definitely doing my job, I waited for my associate at the malt shop when surprise, surprise.
Gabrielle, it's unusual to see you here.
No, what? I'm here for my friend Leah.
Bah! I'm saving the seat for nobody. Ooh, I'm in the story now. It was a dark and
No, it wasn't
stormy
your turn, Leah. Now you have to go after Ratskull.
Aww.
I couldn't help but notice we have a horse conference scheduled all over the train.
Yeah, I am up to my neck in bridles.
Why isn't it happening in the dressage car?
Elitism? I mean, there's a perspective of elitism in the dressage car. We're trying to diffuse it, you know. We're bringing horses to the people.
Line up on these tickets, go! Oh! Sheriff!
Henri, quite a stack of paper you have there. Planning something?
Oh, so right, I'm just dropping them off for Janice behind the counter.
I just got rid of a lot of paper.
And moseying on to my next appointment.
Thank you for planning something.
I'm not planning anything.
Not planning for inevitable is what humans do best, right? I kid, because I care. What is up, guys?
Tracy, I'm trying to resolve an issue as simply as possible.
Oh, I'm an issue now.
That is a willful misinterpretation. Gabrielle, help me out. Everyone gets hurt if you don't. Leah.
What is her deal?
1 minute she's walking around, next she's sleeping. Pick a lane, Aldani.
We're not friends.
Ooh, ouch, that really stings. Oh, seriously, that was like a knife to my CPU.
Good.
Aldani is a bit, ornery lately, isn't she?
I barely know you're here. Now, I'm gonna go do my perfectly legal, even laudable business without... Hey, where did my invitations go?
To the enumerated parties?
Uh-huh, and Aldani is nowhere to be found. Typical. Obviously, she took them. I tried my best to salvage the event, but the damage was done. She's taken an undue interest in me, Boris, and it needs to stop.
I don't know. Pound for pound, she's the best sheriff ever.
He's terrorizing the youth.
And that's my job.
Terrorizing, Boris. This one's serious.
I'm taking creative writing, and they say I need to pick stronger words.
They would.
Well, what's a more truthful word?
Mildly annoyed and embarrassed, but still serious. Tommy and I were waiting at the bus stop car. Why do we even have a bus stop car?
I love it. It's a good time to stop and reflect, and you get to interact with the entire student body.
Watch it, cholera breath.
See? Sasha wouldn't have the opportunity to bully me normally, but at the bus stop, anything can happen.
Nikita, you have my answers?
You know how this goes. Give me the money now, and you'll get your answers later.
If you cross me, I'm going to hurt you.
You lay a finger on me, and I'll...
Try releasing pictures of you at that Twee Twigs tea room last week. That was some real cute gingham you had on.
Likes it. Oh, don't worry, you'll get them.
Nikita? Cheating? What about all the after-school specials we watch when teachers hung over?
Well, it wouldn't work if the teachers ever changed their tests.
Ding dong. Uh-oh. Don't worry, kids. I didn't see any academic dishonesty happening. Blink.
Wink.
That's for sleeping. But don't you worry. I won't tell. I'm cool like that.
I don't know about you, but a talking toucan told me that real cool is following the rules.
Ugh, that toucan's a chump.
Mm-hmm. No. She said real chumps are those hanging out at peer pressure pier instead of self-assurance junction.
Is it really necessary to hear all of this?
It really is. But fine, later. Tommy and I went for lunch at the malt shop.
I can't believe you're buying all my old tests.
Well, yours are the best because there's nothing written on them. Let's see.
This came at a great time, actually. I've been trying to simplify my life before I complicate it again, becoming famous.
Where's the geo midterm? That's what Sasha needs.
You sold her something you didn't have?
It's just in time inventory, Tommy. It'll be fine. I'm sure the test is in here somewhere. It'll be fine, and no one will see the dumb things my mom made me like to do.
If you're sure. Oh, Miss Zalensky is here. Hi, Miss Zalensky.
Sure. Now you notice me.
Yeah, now I noticed you.
Well, it's too late.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Hi, kids. Shouldn't you be in school?
Shouldn't you be in school?
Not until later today for my speech.
Can't wait.
You have a lot of tests there, Nikita.
These aren't mine. They're Janice's. Janice, I'm putting your tests behind the counter.
But I got another stack already. Simplifying is tough.
Okay, Nikita, just remember what my friend Teresa the multicultural toucan says.
Ooh. Is it when you fail to cheat, you win a success?
That's the one. Bye.
Aldani talked about toucans, and that's the only reason why Janice didn't end up inviting me to her late car getaway.
Nikita does seem great at making friends, Boris.
Anyway, I went back to the school, but I was in for a rude surprise.
Gio's coming up at any minute, Nikita.
Relax, I have it here.
What's this?
Can't you read?
I can. That's why I know this says, "You're cordially entitled to witness the birth of Bugbear Nebula. No refund." Ugh, this design is awful.
My tickets.
You had your chance, Tesla. Tea room pictures going live now.
But that's not.
Good luck being the laughing stock of the tea room.
She saw the tests. She must have switched them. If that wasn't bad enough, she came to the school later.
Unlike what you've heard me say previously, please do pay attention to the sheriff today, and what she says will be important later.
Woo! I know her.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to tell you why I became a police officer, but it is not important why someone starts something, but how they grow. Blood cannot be unspilled, but there is honor in cleaning it up.
This lady is crazy, and I am loving it.
Sheriff, maybe you should...
I'm helping people now, and being your sheriff is the best thing I've done, and I'm so proud. And if any of you want to be police, then just know that there are a lot of pressures, too many pressures. Not that that's an excuse. Oh, I forgot my sandwich.
Strong ending. Mysterious.
Oh, Sheriff Aldani, everyone. Clap for her. It's polite. Does anyone have any questions? Make them easy. She seems a touch loony today.
Me, Miss Sheriff. If I wanted to be a police officer, how should I...
Tommy, you're too pure and corruptible.
I have a question. Sheriff, what would you say about someone who didn't honor a contract?
Sheriff Co feels that business contracts are the most purposeful law enforcement we do.
Oh, so if Nikita said that she'd sell me some test answers,
Alleged!
and then she totally didn't follow through, then I'd be within my rights for revenge.
I, for one, would not look at any hilarious photos.
Oh, I hate this life.
Okay, it seems there's been a serious case of academic dishonesty and another of privacy violation.
One of those is provable. The other is specious.
Tommy, did Nikita promise test answers?
I'd like to invoke my right against making myself a tattler.
Clearly, she enjoys torturing the civilian population. And I'm not talking to Tommy again until tomorrow.
Torturing? Another creative writing embellishment?
It does sound like she was just doing a job.
But maybe in the most humiliating way possible? Boris, this does sound serious.
Then let's talk to a serious person.
Finally! I suppose the roots of Aldani's psychosis begin with my childhood.
Actually, Professor, I was thinking of talking to Miss Rook.
Oh.
That's right. Rory, even you want to lodge a complaint against the sheriff.
I was hoping to keep this tighter than this mob we formed, but yes, maybe the sheriff is overstepping her authority in some instances.
Do tell.
Good journalism is hard enough when the slimiest name in retribution isn't stepping on your throat. I was chasing a story. I'm not asking you to name names. All I'm asking is to not talk is to talk about the professor's work in relation to hell. And I think this is of the utmost importance.
Yes?
A non-emeritus professor. Get out!
Emeritus is even cooler, they said.
He shows up again. I'm hanging up out of revulsion.
The professor has already done the research. I'm not asking her to stick her neck out with something new.
Yeah. Well, the professor is, of course, always interested to talk about her research to anyone.
Great.
But Nate Callahan just donated a pop psychology center to the Omniversity. So I'm not saying no, but I am saying...
Why the moan, boss?
The slow intellectual defeat of the universe.
Oof, wish I could help, but it got to me first. Where do we keep the graffiti paint?
You can't keep tagging things and complaining about it in the paper.
But that's why half the readership is around.
She is underselling it. Moans and groans is the most read feature. By a large margin.
I'm doing something useful.
Paint's in the gin cabinet.
Thanks, boss. See you in the morning.
Looks like you're editing a failing newspaper. Would you like some help revitalizing a moribund genre? Just funning, but I can't help.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Ah, I'm not allowed to listen in, but I can pop around like a rat skull.
It's not independent if Callahan keeps poking his nose where it doesn't belong.
Oh, that is a nice nose. Seriously, Rory, you don't have to worry about money. Why not have fun with the format?
No, I don't have to worry about money so I can focus on real journalism.
Oh, snooze.
Send the sheriff Charley's latest write-up. I'm sure she'd like to snooker her in the act.
Okay. Think about it, Rory. There's no reason people should be shredding the paper for fun.
What?
Bye.
I had an important call to make, so I knocked up a friend.
Ooh.
Stop it, it was you.
Ooh. Thanks for inviting me out to this uncomfortably nice place. Are these chairs real?
Ostrich feather. It's one of the few places here that reminds me of New Space, New York.
Oh, I went there once when I got on the wrong bus. It was the most magical, smelly place ever.
I miss it. But no sense being a sullen Sue Ellen.
Thanks for inviting me out. I've been down ever since, well, you know.
I don't know.
That's right. I don't say everything out loud anymore.
Leah, you're good at evading detection, right?
All people ever want from me is my super spy skills, but never my super good heart skills.
Well, ever since I accepted that we're friends.
Best friends.
I'm trying to care about that heart, but I also want to know how you avoid Tracy so often.
Oh, it's hard. She's everywhere twice now. You know that buzzing in your head you get when people look at you?
That's not a thing.
I just walk around until it stops. There's this place in the Hanging Gardens I found since my last place. Can't go back there. Tracy's.
Thanks, Leah.
You're welcome. You're always welcome, welcome, welcome. Why are people so mean to me?
People's pain leaks out of them and sludges on you.
Why are you mean to me?
Yeah. Another bee's knees hold the bees.
Can I get not Jen?
If you must. The next day, I took a walk in the Hanging Gardens.
It's in the Hanging Gardens.
It's in the ceiling, you lotus eater. No, Rory, try not to be mean. While I was walking, I made a phone call.
Rory, it's been far too long.
The newspaper needs a lot of attention lately.
The newspaper's dead. It's in the past. Forget about it.
It's my life's work and passion.
Okay, don't. Whatever. People make sentimental choices, and being human is acceptable, I guess.
Did you get the pages?
I did. I did. They're a little, what's the word? Objective.
Bake me a potato pie. You're saying I did it.
No. Remember, we're making a novel here. Probably YA.
But I want adults to read it.
That's why we're making it YA. A. We need blurbs. We need buzz. Ideally, a young heroine who's learning what love is.
That's not me.
Okay, you don't need that exactly, but dress it up a bit. Play up the drama. Can the sheriff make a dramatic late act turn? What's going on with the engineer? Or the snack cart boy? Maybe he can shoot someone?
All of that seems extreme.
Who reads not extreme? Like, after we sell copies, we can tell the truth, safely protected by stacks of money and throngs of fans.
Okay, I see what you mean, but I don't know if I can ethically do that.
Rory!
Sheriff! The sheriff found me on my phone. I got a little off the path.
You're trespassing. I need to report this.
Sheriff, please.
Rory, let me do my job.
So, maybe she's being a little harsh, reporting a bit too much, but I don't want to be lumped in with the rest of these.
Too late. You're a lump.
I have to lump you in. It's how the system works.
Do you think the sheriff was following you? How is it she find you off the path so quickly?
I am sure the sheriff respects journalists.
Huh. So were you actually being out of line?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Guys, what you're telling me is serious. If the sheriff is abusing her power and not filing the proper power abuse requests, then we need to consider letting her contract lapse.
No.
Finally!
Professor, you've been wanting to talk?
Yes, and I'm filing a concurring opinion. The sheriff is letting the train go to seed. I began today, like every day, as the cock of the spacewalk.
Oh, Professor, I love you. Sheriff, or Professor, that never actually happened.
I'm going to remember it my way. My main assistant, Tommy, was on the scene.
Hey, Professor R, what's the scheme?
We're making a splash, my boy. Getting political.
Prodigious!
But then, the evil dragon Sheriff Aldani arose from her slumber.
Who dares disturb my iron will?
It is I, Larry P. Ratskull, and you will arrest me!
No! The law shall ignore you and you will go undetained.
Then, with her witch powers,
I thought you said that she was a dragon.
It's called lying for dramatic effect. I did the only thing I could do. Research all the obscure laws on the train so I could break them. I hit the books in a grand montage. Let me recreate it. Ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. Studying. Zippity-sa. I'm missing a party. Oh no. Ooby-dooby-doo. 143. Still not Harvard material. Then my master plan was ready.
Holla, LPR!
Wait a second. Tommy was with me all day. Who was actually talking to you?
Holla, LPR! She's sure to get you this time. You're my hero. Thank you, my boyish assistant. Look, I'm juggling 4 balls, left-handed. Where's your guard now?
You've finally done it, Ratskull. This is serious.
Ah, shackles, here I come.
I'm giving you the harshest punishment.
Drag me through the square.
Telling the local juggling authority.
What?
How dare you!
Renew, I didn't mean to.
You insult me as my profession!
He wasn't angry, just disgusted. In summation, Aldani, what's her deal?
Now, can I have a turn?
I think it's time we heard from Milton.
I don't mind trading with Leah.
I won't hear it.
Oh, sorry, Leah. So I was being a stand-up guy in the mailroom, being a pal. When Bill, rejection notice, obvious spam.
Milton, let's talk.
She was incredibly threatening, vicious even.
So this was a sting. I hope you don't feel shocked. If you do, let's take a moment to catch our breath.
A sting? But why?
You're committing postal fraud and intercepting Leah's mail.
Only to protect her from licentious suitors.
Ooh, did you find any?
No, but I'll be ready when they come.
Luckily, since she never got any letters and you didn't open any mail, we can plead this down and don't have to tell anybody, okay?
I've never felt so disrespected and attacked.
We hear you, Milton.
Thanks for looking out for me, but no thanks for keeping secrets.
Don't let the sheriff tear us apart.
See, now I'm leaning back the other way.
Boris, don't blame the victim.
If we want to talk about victims, let's talk about Leah's. There aren't 2 of me, but sometimes I wish there were so I could play Twister with myself. Aldani walked one of me home. And another thing, why don't you use my bath bombs? Because they're so fun. They go when you dunk them.
Stay in your room, Leah.
Who was she to tell me to stay in my room? My mom? I wish.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Time to play your part in the galactic economy.
I do like that. Trace started our customary morning dance like nobody's watching party. But I wasn't in the mood. Stop, Tracy. Make it angry music today.
What if the headbanging gives you a headache?
That's our risk. A lot of Tylenol. I got breakfast and people said hi.
Bonjour, Leah.
But I knew their bonjours were murd. So I kept writing moody poetry about posers. Is that okay to say?
Sounds forced.
No, Tracy, I'm having trouble keeping frustrated. Can you take over?
Happy to. She was insulted for the last time.
Yeah.
He hopped and bopped about the train.
Not even saying excuse me.
So irate was she that she did the worst thing that she could imagine.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna litter. And it's double litter because I could recycle it.
She outraged everywhere until it was time for work.
Then, of course, I packed away my feelings.
Until lunch, when she awoke from a pea fugue in the malt shop.
Janice, I'm saving these seats for nobody.
You can't do that.
Then I'm putting my feet up.
You can't do that.
Then I'm putting my elbows on the counter.
Please don't.
Okay, I won't.
People passed through the malt shop. She could feel their whispered insults caught in their breath.
That's so much cooler than what actually happened.
Blah, blah, blah. I secretly don't like your fondue parties.
I knew it. It wasn't what she said because she didn't actually say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, since Leah is a paying customer, we have to take her complaints seriously.
Trust me, I know.
Boris and I have a lot of comment card parties where I de-anonymize my complaints.
That was my least favorite part of the job.
What?
Okay. The sheriff has rankled some feathers. But shouldn't she be doing that? Law enforcement isn't your friend. That's what I'm here for.
There's still one more.
The sheriff ruined my surprise for Gabrielle.
What surprise?
Shoot! I was opening the shop, spritzing the genetic monstrosity, not being jealous that Gabrielle comes in every day to see Aldani.
Good morning, Antonia. I thought you might still be angry at me, but I remember you liked flowers, so I brought you some.
Gee, thanks, Professor. Where'd you buy them?
Oh, some florist in the trendy part of the mall.
I don't have time to throw you out today. I'm being not bothered by Gabrielle and the sheriff's relationship.
Ooh, you're a stronger woman than I. Big day for Gab Gabs.
Gabs? Get him out of here!
What do you mean?
It's her birthday.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not in any of my notes.
She's a very private person. I only know because she trusts me with her life.
Seriously? He's dead!
Poor thing. Probably no one's making her feel special. I'll change that. What else could I do? I called in a favor. Hello? Hello? Bye, families? It's your 2 p.m.
Vagabond, who dares disturb us in our wanderings?
Oh, it's me, Antonia. I helped with the snow pea bombs.
Oh, those were so elegant. Come in, come in.
The 5 families of space-trained crime. More genus than heredity, they keep the balance. Robotor, even 2 operating systems behind, he hasn't missed a step.
Speak, vagabond.
Henri, current at-large representative from the Thugs and Henchmen Union. They won a seat at the last negotiation.
Sarah Robotor, we're ahead of schedule today.
Sanderson, white-collar crime, a mysterious and elegant rake who makes you feel like you're the only mark in the room.
Let us know your wish, but know that nothing comes free.
Sorry I'm late, everybody. Clarence was just murder at the bus stop. Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, I love your hair. Guys, let's just give her whatever she wants.
Daisy Rasmussen, literally the most bloodthirsty murderer anywhere, anytime. Luckily, there's not a lot of murder needing to be done.
Oh, you have simply lovely veins.
And finally, what is he doing here?
Oh, I know her. Antonia, it's me, Professor Ratskull. You're from the shop.
Why?
I'm filling in for Jeremy while he's away.
Speak now, vagabond.
Okay. It's Gabrielle's birthday.
What? She didn't tell me.
I know, she's the worst at that. I wanted to throw her a great, big, fun surprise party. She just means so much to me.
And to the greater crime community.
Exactly. So I thought, what if there was a general ceasefire on crime just for today, and we could all go to a surprise party in her honor?
We haven't had a vacation lately.
That increases efficiency 23%.
And I want to say something too.
Let's do it. It'll be good to come loose.
Yay! The stables tonight, okay? So, I invited all her rich clients and baked a cake, and then I bought a cake when I burned the first one, and everyone was having a good time.
Everyone, they're just throwing knives, but not in a scary way.
And everything was going perfectly, waiting for the guest of honor to arrive. Then...
Antonia, what's going on?
It's a surprise party for Gabrielle. Oh, cake.
No, not yet. You did this in the stables. I thought you were telling me
It was all
that...
me! Don't tell her. I thought she was fine, but then...
Antonia, crime is happening at this party.
Only the crime of keeping a surprise.
Which is a crime sometimes. But I mean real crime. And there's enough here and enough being planned for you to be charged with conspiracy.
No, there's a ceasefire.
There isn't. I'm going to charge you. Also, the stables are technically reserved for a horse show, so that's a count of trespassing too.
But I wasn't.
This is serious. Probable time. Shut this down and report first thing tomorrow for processing.
Sheriff,
And if you don't, it will be worse for you. Bye, Antonia.
It was a surprise party, Boris. What's so wrong about that?
Seems pretty damning.
I'm torn up inside. I mean, if I do time, who's going to take care of my orchids?
Oh, me! Pick me! I'll mutate them to use less water.
No.
It wasn't my birthday.
What?
Today isn't my birthday. Why would Rat Skull know my birthday?
Good question.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so not only did you bring all my competitors together with my best clients, you also gave them the social lubricant to network with each other?
Oh my gosh. I'm going. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna hide behind this paddle leaf fig in the corner. They're great for hiding behind.
Oh, I'll have to remember that for laser tag.
And ambush interviews.
Let me just die.
Before that happens, I was cleaning it when people barged in, and then it seemed awkward.
Oh, Sheriff, I'm so sorry.
Stop. It's okay.
Oh, thank God. I was worried this might be awkward.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hannah. Happy birthday to you.
Blow out the candles. Come on, let's dig into this cake.
Ah, you.
I hope you made a wish.
I did.
And I hope we know what it was, because your gift is non-refundable. Happy 30th birthday.
A voucher for acting classes? Oh, boys, I can't start that now.
Not just any acting classes.
Not just any non-refundable acting classes.
Mama Slavsky's acting school for mom actors? How did you two know?
Everyone knows the film-going public can't accept a woman over 30 as anything other than a mom.
And with good reason. Between the ever-lengthening crow's feet and the weight of life experience, you're just no longer suited to play the naive, doll-like creatures we demand for romantic leads.
This means the world to me, but is it even worth starting an acting career at my age? Well, who could that be on this, my 30th birthday?
It's Mama Slavsky
herself!
That's right. It's me, the matron of the Met, the broad of Broadway, the femme maternelle of film, Mama Slavsky.
It is such an honor to meet you. You have been all I can aspire to since I woke up this morning.
Why, thank you, Hannah, and I can't wait to be a big fan of yours. After all, it's never too late to give up on a dream.
What?
To learn a more realistic dream, be born from its ashes. Just because you're too old to play a sexy corpse or too healthy for a sexy tuberculosis victim, that doesn't mean there's not a tiny place for you. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the lead in our next all-mom production of Shakespeare's Momlet.
Oh, but what if I'm not an actual mom?
Not a mom, not a problem. Go somewhere else. Mama Slavsky stands for similar momitude.
All mom productions? That's not fair.
Well, Blake, sometimes life's not fair.
Hannah, you're going to be a natural.
Everything changes every which way. You got to hold on to what you need. And if I hide myself.
Aldani, we didn't mean.
Fine. The public should express frustration with municipal services.
People say that, but you tick off the wrong person at water sanitation and suddenly everything's
I hope no one
slimy.
thinks that I was spying behind this plant. It was a routine watering before a mob bursts in and it'd feel awkward to come out situation.
Oh, I've been there. Sheriff, I do need to follow up.
Of course. In your hidey hole?
Please. It's a Heidi annex. This way.
Bye, Sheriff. Love ya.
So, I think we can throw out Rascal's testimony, but can you, well, I guess it'd be best.
Will I make a report of my whole day?
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Could I get some of those nuts first?
Oh, no. They're part of an experiment.
Of course. At 0200 hours, my filing was interrupted to accompany a passenger back to her room.
Oh, Leah, you mean?
Duh.
And another thing, why don't you use my bath bombs? They're so fun. They go when you dunk them.
Leah, no one has baths on the train.
But Tracy told me you hate me.
You can't always trust Tracy. Hey, it would be fun telling me your secret.
Tracy's my secret. Don't tell Tracy.
I won't. Have a good night, Leah. Don't leave your room. You get scared of the shadows.
I know what I'm scared of. I'm an adult woman. I keep a spreadsheet of my fears.
Then I got an alert from Tracy.
Good morning. Ooh, you should really consider sleep.
Oh, the sun never sets on the space train. Time for Sticky Charley. Beep boop beep sculpture garden car. Tracy, have you managed to analyze any data from Leah's tracker yet?
Oh, no. It's all scrambly.
I'd be a friendly thing if you could help.
But she has been sitting around the hanging gardens lately. The rest is, it's tricky.
I proceeded to stop a vandalism in progress.
Come on, little spray paint, where are ya? Ah, my face!
Oh, Sticky Charley, the statues don't like being painted.
They should be so lucky. You know how many kids beg to be painted each day?
You can't be here.
Is my face red from exhaustion or paint?
Green, with paint. Charley, you need to stop.
But it's modern art, which is weird because I mostly paint dinosaurs.
Since you haven't painted anything but your face, I can let you go with a warning if you just stop now.
I wish you liked it. I put a lot of work in.
It's not that I dislike it, it's that it's illegal.
Sheriff, time for debrief. Prepare for teleportation.
Always a pleasure, Sticky Charley.
That goes double for you.
Tracy gave our morning debrief.
Sheriff Aldani, you know I hate to act like your boss.
Good thing you're not my boss then.
Still gotta listen though.
Can I take a shower first? I've been up and down for 12 hours already.
No, you don't need one anyway. Your oils are resplendent as they are.
Okay. Tracy, just tell me Callahan's not calling.
Okay, you tell me if he is after seeing this flawless impersonation / dressing down.
Oh boy. What happened next was embarrassing for everyone.
Sheriff Aldani, you can only handle my intensity for moments at a time, so I'll make this quickety quick.
This isn't...
As part of the negotiated settlement with the Triple C Committee, the Sheriff's Office needs to meet certain mandatory minimum punishment guidelines.
Keep things within the agreed range.
The bottom endy end of the range.
Why do you think that he adds Y's to words? He doesn't do that.
Ensure some original criminally typed with the long end of a stick, or you'll be in violation. And ta-da! Thank you. I know you don't know him well, because, you're criticizing a perfect reproduction, but wasn't that fun?
It was a novelty. Tracy, I'm making sure to be unreasonable within reasonable limits.
Okay, because if you look at this script, You'll see that we are at the end of the week, and you are in the red. You need to hand down some harsh arrests and possible fines, services, etc. today.
Okay, it's a little red, but it'll be fine.
Oh, get those actionable civilian encounters up. Remember, this isn't me talking. This is a graph. I'm fun. Graphs aren't.
Graphs are super fun. Tracy, about Leah's tracking data, why don't you just give me all the raw data?
Oh, it's boring. I don't think you like it.
Let me decide.
Sure thing.
Right now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's like totally nothing. I think that girl sleepwalks or something. What is that beep? That is not a Tracy beep.
Oh, I set my own alarms sometimes.
No fair!
After finishing with Tracy, I went to Antonia's.
Hey, Sheriff, I noticed that you and Gabrielle are hanging out a lot in the jungle section lately.
It's nothing, Antonia. We're fighting.
Every day?
Every single day.
Okay.
Not much to report here. I encountered a citizen. Tracy is obscuring information and trying to distract me.
What a surprise.
I really need some wiggle room that only crimes can provide. Gabrielle, can you help, please?
No.
And I went about my rounds, as usual. I missed the days when the Hanging Gardens didn't use anti-grav. Loose ceiling tile. Leah, cover your tracks better.
I see what you mean, but I don't know if I can.
Rory!
Sheriff!
I encountered Rory Rook, slightly overzealous in pursuit of a story. This place is off limits.
I can't really keep a secret in limits.
No, but I have to report. It's the law.
Why?
I just told you why.
But it's
Rory,
not.
just let me do my job.
I don't like that steam whistle you have going.
Rory, just stay up here a few minutes, okay?
Hey, little gumshoe. Find anything up here?
Just following up on that Leah data.
Oh, I hate how she thinks she can't cry in front of me.
She tries to project strength, you know, and
Babyface, don't keep me and wear a skirt while I scolding.
Rory!
Rory! You found Rory and you weren't gonna tell.
Of course I was. Rory had mild trespass and she gets some community service.
Sure, but I don't think that's fair. Exactly.
From the looks of things, she could get so much worse.
Mild intentional trespass, and she has to give a public apology.
Aldani.
Okay, but the deficit only grows. Ugh.
Aldani, this isn't a good time for this.
It's the law, Rory. Tracy, please take Miss Rook back to her office.
With pleasure.
Apologize later, Aldani. Just keep digging. Later, a sting I set up with Milton bore fruit.
Why entrap someone if you're not going to throw the book at them?
It's not entrapment.
You could get in the black with this one guy.
He's getting a fair punishment.
Oh, you're no fun.
Milton, I've looked everything over.
How do we know you're not the one tampering with mail?
Oh, Milton. I returned to the sheriff's office to make breakfast and look into open cases. Obvious deletion, sloppy time code blanks in Leah's tracking data. Think better of me, Tracy. Come on.
Hello, Sheriff.
You didn't wash your face. It's olive.
Still Tuesday, isn't it? What are you doing?
Wondering why our ship's computer doesn't have respect for me.
Do you think it's the way you don't smile with your eyes in photos?
You notice?
I'm an astute observer of human behavior. That's why I'm working on my memoirs. 1 if by land, 2 if by sticky. You mind if I tidy my cell?
Head on back. I'll help once I raisin up my oatmeal.
Bing bong. I found crime for you. You can thank me later.
Hold on, Tracy, I have to get my oatmeal.
Can't wait, Sheriff, doing a forced teleport.
Ah! I didn't even grab my notepad. At the malt shop, Leah was technically loitering.
I don't want to talk to you.
Leah, it's clear that you're burning up inside.
Yeah, I don't have my favorite place to cry anymore.
Do you want to cry with me?
Because that's all you care about.
It's me, the big computer screen.
But only in your time, Leah. I'll be right back. Tracy had some thoughts on how to handle Leah.
You don't even like Leah.
I'm fond of light doses. What is there even to prosecute here?
The biggest crime of all? Potential lost revenue?
I don't buy it.
She has yelled at a few potential customers.
Fine, I will ask her to leave. Leah, maybe it's time to have fun someplace else.
Brutal!
Skull took up most of the working hours of the day. I finally returned to the office. Rory was waiting for me.
About earlier, Sheriff, we need to bury that report.
Not now, Rory! I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
We all have long days.
Okay, I think your day is exactly as long as you want it. Sorry, again. I'm sorry. I'm not being the sheriff that I want to be right now.
That's clear.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Maybe I should come back later.
Yeah. And stress isn't an excuse, but
I heard you.
Oh shit, I left the oatmeal out.
Bing bong. Uh-oh. Someone's using naughty words.
Didn't need dinner, didn't need breakfast. A sandwich is all I need.
You have something important to do.
I will hand out harsher punishment. Gabrielle will do something, or Charley will do something, or any of the grifters, cheats, or thieves will do something.
It's not that.
I don't have the school speech for another 2 hours.
It's not that.
I have to change out of these sweaty clothes. Over 24 hours. Too sweaty. Not feeling like yourself.
Sheriff, I can't wait.
The right clothes make the right mindset. Calm, focused, in control, directional, mindful. That's the Aldani I want to be. Thank you, Tracy.
There's a call from Sheriff Co.
I forgot I had a call from Sheriff Co.
Aldani, you took your time.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. Had to get my head on straight.
Good. Wouldn't want to repeat.
No. What is this regarding?
Booker-Donovan. It's that day.
Oh. I shouldn't have forgotten.
We have to show the footage.
Of course. Yes.
It's part of your agreement, your disciplinary procedures, rehabilitation.
Of course.
Settle in. It's gruesome.
Sheriff Co correspondence is considered confidential. If you think you need to access, please contact Sheriff Co directly and I can give you the case number. And use of unauthorized weaponry, unlawful techniques against civilians, and force in excess of reasonable practice. I acknowledge I worked outside the dictates of my duty. I will continue to comply with the disciplinary board's decisions and recommendations.
Great, that's all I need.
And can I add personally that I've reached out to the victims and made separate restitution?
Fantastic. Sounds good. Sheriff, keep up the good work. Don't do it again.
It's okay. Just take a moment. Just breathe, Aldani.
Bing bong. Time for school.
I went to the school for my talk. Being your sheriff is the best thing I've done, and I'm so proud. And if any of you want to be police, then just know that there are a lot of pressures. Too many pressures. Not that that's an excuse. Oh, I forgot my sandwich.
Strong ending. Mysterious.
Nikita was implicated in some dishonesty. Tracy wanted me to pursue. It's an internal school matter.
But you can use the "it's my case now" act to assume any authority you wish.
That's neither productive nor strengthens ties with the community.
You can't let them all go by.
I knew Gabrielle would come through. She wouldn't be able to help herself. I went to the malt shop to defray my nerves. Hello, Janice. Can I have my usual, please?
I wish I could, but the owner says we're not stocking the amaretto because you gave her a hard time.
Okay, make whatever then. I'm sure it'll be great.
You got it. Making me order for you what kind of...
Kids, how was the rest of school?
I'm a sheriff. Please sit.
Tommy, no.
Okay. Leah, still saving seats for no one?
I'm taking over the Four Tops now.
Do you mind if I just...
and I have the air rights, so please...
Okay. Milton, right on the edge of Leah's domain.
You know what I think of you, Sheriff? I think...
Actually, this is not safety related, so sorry for wasting your time on it. I found Gabrielle. Gabrielle, I really need your help. Gabrielle. Gabrielle? Okay.
Butterscotch mauve for a person, not any specific kind of person, just one whose name starts with an A and is a buzzkill sometimes.
Keep it, Janice. I have to go.
Food waste? Rude.
Didn't find Gabrielle. Then,
Big news, little sheriff.
I'm the best trained sheriff ever, pound for pound.
There's something fishy going down at the stables.
Oh, yes. I knew she would come through or not be able to help herself.
And right on time. Shall I?
Please. It was everything I could ask for. Known criminals, shady behavior, illegal substances, and then the whipped cream on top of the baked Alaska would be a conspiracy and facilitation charge at the head of things. But I didn't find Gabrielle. I found Antonia. What's going on?
It's a surprise party for Gabrielle. Cake?
No, not yet. You did this? I thought
that was all me. Don't tell her, but do find her for me.
Okay. Okay, stay here. Don't leave the car.
Of course I won't, silly. Not until the limbo contest is over.
Bing bong. Dream come true. You pushed it to the limit, but your patience paid off.
No, I can't charge Antonia.
But you must! Unless you can find a big crime in the next 20 minutes.
Okay, I know I can. I can. Teleport me to Sticky Charley.
What's the magic word?
Teleport me now by order of the law.
Jeez, you try and joke with a cop.
This is the sheriff's...
No.
Oh.
She tucked herself in hours ago.
What else? What else?
I don't know. Incarcerating Antonia, probably.
No, Robotor.
Winning a limbo contest.
Rat Skull.
Ooh, recovering from juggling ball pummeling.
Daisy, she's always on the verge of a meltdown.
Reading bedtime stories and sharpening knives.
And Gabrielle isn't behind anything?
Nope, she's... Well, I can show you. Hold on. Stuffed away in a lonely corner of the observation car.
Stupid, beautiful, exploding nebula. There's nobody around to pay me for it.
Surely all the minor crimes the party guests were doing get me over the line?
I'm afraid not. You were really clement today. Only one thing to do.
But I don't want to. I can't.
Who knew that robots had such articulating limbs? Robotor wins! Oh, hey, Sheriff! Have you seen Gabrielle?
Hi, Antonia. Let's step away from the luau for a second.
This Sunday, the Clown Prince of the Ring is getting put under the ground, 6 feet under. Pay your last respects to the prankster this week at the Swanson Mortuarium in a funeral you do not want to miss. With the greatest tag team of pallbearers ever assembled, you will weep till you leak. Black Koala, Axeman, Jingle Jangle, and Captain Bone Crunch will hold no bars in showing their grief. In our title card match, see the Prophet Zachariah give due to his fallen foe.
He may have stolen Wrestle Ultra Fest away in 07, but I'd give anything for him to dump one more bucket of glitter on me. And as the good book says, my flesh and my heart may fall, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So endeth the reading.
6 tons of tears are needed, so get to the Swanson Funeral Home early to tailgate with bereavement snacks provided by the Friends of St. Paul's. And if that isn't enough to get you to put on your morning clothes, we're having a special appearance by the Gravedigger.
I'm gonna take the merry minstrel and I'm gonna put him in a mahogany box and drive that box into the ground, then cover it up with dirt, cause that's what his family requested.
We lost a legend this weekend, but you don't have to miss out on the funeral event of the decade. And don't forget to tune in next week for the belt match wedding between Amethyst and Lucretia Rott.
And did your day get any better after that?
Can I take a walk before I finish?
Oh, I suppose that's okay. Be back soon?
Always am. We're fine. All feelings are transitory. Corey, no. Leah, no. Gabrielle. Fat cat. Don't be silly, Booker-Donovan.
Oh, caught me with a midnight snack. Hot cocoa?
Never on an empty stomach, Sticky Charley.
You're a stronger woman than I.
It looks like they finally got your forwarding address set up.
Oh, mail! I haven't had any in so long.
Here.
Wowee! It looks like my art grant finally came through. They say my vandalizing has cultural cachet.
Congratulations.
Hey, just because I won't be vandalizing no more don't mean we won't see each other. I bet I still got a strong petty larceny streak in me.
Thanks, Charley.
What's that?
Probably nothing.
Oh, Sheriff. Hey, Sheriff. Glad you came back because I was getting tired of humbling myself.
Sorry it took so long. Where was I?
You just ruined Antonia's day, which is rough because she's like the nicest person ever. Not counting Nikita, of course.
Of course.
Hey, I don't think you should quit.
What?
No matter what people say.
I'm not going to quit. Are people saying they want me to quit?
Could have been another Sheriff Aldani. Where did we leave off?
After Antonia, I came by to give you a debrief. I noticed the plant needed watering, which I was doing when people came in and it got tense.
Sounds like we're caught up then. Anything else to report, mandatorily?
Anything else?
What's that?
Probably nothing, but I'll check it out.
Don't turn it off, please. I find the beeps comforting when I crash out.
It shouldn't shut off. This runs complicated algorithms, so it's pretty much always going.
Oh, what was that one?
Recovering Leah's tracking data. Some of it was scrubbed. Looks like it found something. Okay, Leah. What are you hiding?
8. Minesweeper, you dingle muffin, you told me everything I needed to know.
Tracy?
Sheriff Upbutt, comma stick?
Sheriff? Hey, Sheriff. Anything else to put in the logs before we close the books for today?
No. Nothing to report.
Wow. What a dramatic turn of events. What does the future have in store on the space train? Well, you can find out March 3rd with our next episode, Next to Nikita. We would be very excited to have you there. In the meantime, thank you for joining us tonight. This episode, Seven Crimes for Seven Passengers, was directed by Chelsea Curto, written by Aaron Garrett, production managed by Sandra Peck-Ramsey. It featured Liz Castillo as Sheriff Aldani, Chelsea Curto as Sticky Charley, Lauren Hainley as Gabrielle DuBrasil, Bailey Hampton as Nikita Tesla, Ben Hudson as Boris, Alex Lange as Leah Zalensky, Sandra Peck-Ramsey as Tracy, Stephen Saltzman as Professor Ratskull, Patrick Thornton as Tommy Edison, Caitlin Zeller as Rory Rook, with Megan Avocado, Sarah Denton, Rebecca Johnson-Edgerly, Ian Muzzy, and Seth Ramsey. If you enjoyed the show tonight, why don't you consider donating at paypal.me/Pronoia Theater, Venmo at Pronoia. And remember, you can see us performing live, all sorts of very fun things next Friday night at Eureka Heights, February 11th at 7:30 p.m. We have a lot of dates that we've released somewhere around here in March and April and May. You can't escape us, it seems. Until next time, thank you so much for